Section 1 of The Wit and Humor of America, Volume 7. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A recording by Mary Ann. Brightman and the Turners by Charles Godfrey Leland. Hans Brightman joined die Turners, November in die Fall, und de gifte de Bus den Bender, all in die Turnerhall. Dir kom die hohe Gesangverein, mit der Leiderleich Apfelchor, und they blowed on the drums und strummed on the fifes, till they couldn't refife no more. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. They all set up some shouts. They took him in their Turnerhall, und puts him a course of sprouts. They puts him on die barrel-hell pars, und stands him up his head, und they pumps die beer mit an ancient hose in his mouth till he's pout half dead. Hans Brightman joined die Turners. They make gymnastic tricks. He stood on the middle of the floor, und put up a 56, und then he throws it to the roof, und schwig off a dreadful trink. Die weight come tumple pack on his head, und by shinks he didn't wink. Hans Brightman joined die Turners. Mein Gott, how they drinkt und schwor. There was Schwabians and Triolers und Bavarians by the score. Some Wellers comed from the Rhineland und Frankfurt on the Main. But there was only one Charmin there, und he was a Holstein Dane. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. Mit a Limburg cheese he come. When he opened the box it smelled so loud it knocked the music doom. When the Deutschers get the flavor, it curled the hair on their head. Bout there was 2 Americans there, und by tam it killed them dead. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. The ladies comed in to see. They put them in the place for the gals, all in their gallery. They asked, wer is der Brightman? Und they tremble mit awe und fear, when they see him schwingen by the toes and drinken lager beer. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. I tells you what, by tam, they sings the great Bromelied, the holy Charmin psalm. Und when they gets to the chorus, you ought to hear them tramp. It scared the Teufel down below, to hear the Dutchman stamp. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. By Donner, it was grand, when the whole of them goes a walking und dancing on their hand, mit de wheat all waving in the air, gosh tausend, what a tricks, till their Brightman fall when they all go down, just like a roll of bricks. Hans Brightman joined the Turners. They lay there in a heap, and slept till the early sonnenschein come in at the window creep, and the breeze it waked them from their dream, and they go to kit their feed. Hier hat this song ein Ende. Das ist des Brightmans Lied. End of Brightman and the Turners.
Section 2 of The Wit and Humor of America, Volume 7. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Bev Stevens. Cupid, a Crook by Edward W. Townsend. The first night assignment Francis Holt received from his city editor was in these words: Mr. Holt, you will cover the Tenderloin tonight. Mr. Fetner, who usually covers it, will explain what there is to do. Fetner, when his own work was done that night, sought Holt to help him with any late story which might be troublesome to a new man. They were walking up Broadway when Fetner, lowering his voice, said, "Here's Duane, a plain-clothes man who is useful to us. I'll introduce you." As the reporters, in the full flood of after-theatre crowds, stood talking to the officer, a young man hurrying past abruptly stopped and stepped to Duane's side. "Well, Tommy, what's up with you?" the officer asked. Holt noted that Tommy, besides being breathed, was excited.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?